Hi there, it's Katie Johnston here again with video number 4 in my Facebook Advertising Basics series. And today we're going to talk about Facebook events. Our Facebook events are used to promote just about anything on Facebook. You can use them on your personal page or your business page. You can use them for invitations to personal events like birthday parties, or you can use them for business events. And really, an event can be pretty much anything. They can be actual events like webinars or Google Hangouts. They could be a live event that you might be promoting. They could be even a promotion you are having for a product or something. So it can be almost anything. And you can create an event from your personal page where you can invite all of your friends or segmented friends, whichever friends you choose. Or you can create an event from a fan page, and once again you can invite your friends or chosen friends, or you can invite whoever you like in a broader audience. You can invite the fans of your page, fans and their friends of your page, or an audience that you specifically target. So they're very versatile and they're quite powerful tools to use for promoting just about anything at all, as I said. So how do we actually create an event? So I'll just take you to my personal fan page and we'll just have a quick look and a run through. So here we are on my personal page. Now, where do we find events? If you scroll down here on the right hand side, you'll see there are event invitations here. And if you go down on the left side, you'll see there are events just here in favourites. That's where mine are. Now, either of these will take you to the same event place. So if we just click on events here, now these are current events that I've been invited to, different types of events, and this is where you go to actually create an event. So if we click on create here, we can actually create an event on our personal page, and we can either create a private event that will only be visible to the specific people who are invited, or we can create a public event and anyone at all can see that. Now, if you were promoting something to do with your business, you would probably prefer it to be a public event, but not necessarily. That's entirely up to you how to use that. So then you just go and I'll just click out of here to get rid of that. Enter in all the details of the event and click on create. Now, I would prefer to create my events using my business page because they're business events, and to do that we can just get rid of this and we can just quickly go over here to my business Facebook page, my fan page. And now this might look different to your fan pages just because I have created what they actually call a business page in Business Manager, and you can see here it's business.facebook.com, but pretty much everything else is the same, just this part of it is different. So I would go down here to use page, and that just brings up the page how it would normally look. So then we're going to go, now where you would normally put a post, we're going to click on offer or event, because this is where you go to create an event. And if we just go down here to event, and you can see this looks kind of similar to the event that we've just created. So how do we go and create an event? Well, let's run through it. We'll do a walkthrough. So first thing we need is an event photo. Now, I have a photo here. I'm actually going to create an event for a webinar that I'm promoting. So if I can find this elusive photo, because sometimes it is very difficult to find. Here it is. So while we're uploading that photo, I've just put the event details in a Word document over here, so I'm just going to copy and paste these. Now these are actually taken off the actual webinar, the webinar registration page. So when those people who see this event, and if they click on the link, what they will see here and what they see on the registration page will be exactly the same. So there won't be any surprises for them. So that's the event name, that's the headline of the webinar. Now we're going to go to location, and for the location, for this I would just add the registration link for the webinar or the Google Hangout if you were going to have one, or the URL of, if you had an offer that you were offering people, it might be the capture page that you were taking them to get that offer. So that's what I would put there as the location. And then we need a date time. So we'll go to tomorrow. We'll put tomorrow's date in here and make sure we put the correct time. And then we need an end time. Now make sure that the start date and the end date are exactly the same. And then we just change the time here. And my webinars are usually about an hour, so I'll make it 1 hour later. I'm not going to add any pages or friends here. Now the ticket URL, I will actually make it the same webinar registration URL as I had before. So we'll just paste that in there. And then the description is going to be taken straight from my webinar registration page, and it's just the description of the webinar and what people are going to find out. So depending on a webinar or a hangout, or if you had an offer or something, you would put the description that was appropriate in there. I'm not going to worry about checking this box here about who can post on the event wall. If you want to, you can drag this photo around to reposition it. So if we leave it there, we can still see the hands and everything. And now we'll go and publish the event. So there's the event pretty much created now. So that's it there. Now we can invite people. So this is where it gets interesting. So now I can go here and invite my actual friends on Facebook. Now if I could invite all of my friends, or I could invite a specific list of friends. Now this is my business list, and they are the friends that I would invite. Now how do you invite all of those friends without having to go through and click on 800 individual names? I suggest that you go and Google how to invite friends to a Facebook event, because there is some code that you can put in that will invite everyone automatically for you. And then you may just want to go through and just uninvite a few people, just because sometimes Facebook has some issues with that. So just be careful using that. Really the safest way is to go through and individually click on every one. But I have used that other code and haven't had a problem at all. So that's just an option that you can use to speed things up a bit. So once you'd checked all these boxes here, then you would just send the invitations. So I'm just going to cancel and get out of here. Now, other ways of inviting people, I could share this event. So if I created it here on my fan page, I could actually share it on my personal page, or I could share it somewhere else altogether, or I could share it on another fan page that I manage. So you can see there's quite a few different ways of actually spreading the event, the news around. Now also, if I click on these little dots here, I can go and boost the event. Now that will get it to a whole new lot of people. So let's go and have a look at how we would boost the event. It's going to take us to the ad manager, and I'll just click on my ad account here. And once it's opened it all up, it's going to take me to this page. This is where you choose what type of ad. Now we're choosing an event response. So here is how we would go about promoting that. We've got the type of ad we want to create. So now we would set the audience and the budget. And this is where you would go through and just set up an audience exactly the same as we did in the boosted post. So you set your audience, who you want to invite to it, or you could use a custom audience if you already have one set up. Then you put in your targeting, the interests of the people you want to invite, just go through and fill this in step by step. Connections. You could exclude people who'd already responded to your event. Just click on all these buttons and see what they're all about. How much you want to spend. This is the optimization. And then you put the name in for the ad set, whatever you wanted to call it. And then you would go ahead and choose the ad creative. Now this is where you go ahead and put a little bit more information in here. You can add more images, you can use the text that you want. You could leave it exactly the same as the text that is already there, and then you select where you want it to show. So it's pretty much like a promoted post, but it's just promoting your actual event. So you just pretty well follow the same steps that were in the last video, number 3, that I did regarding promoted posts, and then you place your order. Now, I don't actually want to place that order for this event at this time, but basically that's how you go about creating an event in Facebook and promoting it. Hope that's been helpful for you. I'm Katie Johnston, and tomorrow, just before I go, I'd better show you what we're going to talk about on the next video, which will be video number 5. So let's just have a quick look here. Video number 5 will be covering clicks to website ads. Now, these could be clicks to a capture page or a blog page, something like that. We'll talk about the do's and don'ts once again, so you stay within Facebook's terms and conditions. I'll show you some examples of a couple of ads that I've done that worked really well, and we'll go quickly through a live demo and actually set up an ad. So that's it for today. I'm Katie Johnston, and I'll see you tomorrow for video number 5.